Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. My name is Robin Ek, and I'm going to be your Dungeon Master. So, in the previous episode, our adventurers arrived at Karai with where they have saved the hollows from the grasp of some. There were some orcs that were taking them, and also with the regards of coming from Murak, one of the warlords in the northern parts, and apparently they had something to do with the hollows previously. But they arrived back to Karai, where they recon a bit. They arrived to the Platinum Club, where they are where they have their magnificent mansion still up and going. This is still happening during the same day, though. This is the day before. This is like 24 hours before the blood moon is going to happen in the world. But in the previous episode, Blork took the club bouncer known as Bash, a minotaur, into the Gauntlet Arena, where they fought a little bit of monsters, and they had a quite good time when Blork saw these very uniquely made and almost magical bracers on Bash's arm. And they battle each other for the bracers, but also a weapon that Blork had. So if Bash would win, he would get the weapon, and if Blork won, he will have the bracers. And Blork won, and he won them fair and square, and also that returned back to the Platinum Club. And also they returned there for a little bit of drinking, whilst the others were in the mansion talking to the hollows and trying to get the hang of the situation. And then for a time Blork arrives in there with his drunk friend that goes to his room and sleeps, where everybody else talk about the things that are going to happen. They're talking mostly with the hollows about the previous things that have been happening, and they're trying to see that they are not influenced anymore by Nex or anything of the other changelings that will be somewhere in the world. But they also, as everybody went away in order to rest and sleep, they found that they want to discover and not experiment, but they want to look into some items. But in order to do that more privately, Rill opened a demiplane within the magnificent mansion. So it's a pocket dimension. They are in a pocket dimension where they open up another pocket dimension. So they jumped into that pocket dimension in order to look for some items, trying to get some more answers. Where Blinky pulled out the Iron Mask of Dread, which is an item they obtained during their adventures into the Sundrith Forest. It is a mask previously owned by a necromancer, and she started to look into it and also put it on, and the mask had a very illful effect on her body, trying to fuse her body together with some necromantic energy that she had previously in her body, and it turned into this very dramatical tuggle between life and death, with Videl and Rill trying to help Blinky to find some sort of balance, and also trying to save her and turning her back into life. But the whole climatic part of it all, as Videl used a lot of demonic power and praise to his new patron, that he lends the strength to help Blinky. It managed to get Blinky an audience with a very odd being that portrayed another individual that they had met during their adventures, a dark elf known as Markay, and manifested more as death itself, and gave Blinky a choice, either to turn back to the world of the living or becoming alive, but she will shun away the possibility of ever being this close of being a necromancer, or that she chose to embrace the power that is about to afflict her, but she will die, but she will become a necromancer. She will also becoming an undead. And Blinky chose to be an undead and died in the arms of her companions, but then woke up in this explosive energy of necrotic power, bringing her back to life, turning her eyes to this light green color and a slightly more grayish tone to her already pale body. And she felt different, and the most noticeable thing that she noticed is that her heart has stopped. Her pulse is not really producing any more blood. So, but she's still there. She still feels she can eat. She still feels that she needs to do a lot of stuff. But this is where we ended the previous episode, where Blinky stood up and is together with Rill and Videl in this pocket dimension that Rill have created. So, with no further ado, the cast! Hello.
Hello.
Are we ready to proceed?
No.
Yes.
As
Yes.
always, yes. Oh, whoa, what is happening? Hello.
Hello.
As you're standing there, Blinky, in this odd pocket dimension that Rill have created, assumedly like more dark and almost like star-filled, but not really, but it's more of a room, quite cold. You remember the coldness of this room when you arrived here previously, but the coldness is more, it's not really there anymore. It's a slight shift in your body temperature, but you see Videl and Rill that are there, and they are very close by to you, and
I think we were hugging.
yes, you were hugging, and this hug lasts, it feels like an eternity, as multiple thoughts just washes over you, Blinky, with all the time you've adventured with them, all the times you have adventured with the Hollows, and the pocket side in between when you were traveling towards your goblin people in the north before you met these. It's very overwhelming. But you're allowed to do whatever you wish to do now, after this very, very long embrace.
Well, at least now we know that next time we find like a creepy object that's called like the nightmare cape and it whispers, we don't put it on. Right?
What did you encounter? What happened to you?
I died. think I met someone. He looked like Morike, but it wasn't him, and then he said that it was over. And I could see you trying to save me. And I was given a choice if I wanted to come back. But I made a decision, and I don't know yet if it was the right decision, but I'm technically not alive anymore.
What do you mean?
It's kind of hard to explain. I feel the same, but I feel a bit different, and she's gonna place her hand above her chest. I can't hear or feel my heart.
What?
It's kind of eerily quiet. I didn't even notice that I could before. But it's just not there.
How does... That doesn't work.
I know. You tell me, I don't know. It's...
I'm gonna press my head against her chest, try to listen.
I'm just gonna let her.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
a
just like, nah.
Make a medicine check. With advantage.
God.
Because you're right there. Please roll 2 ones.
I'm expecting nothing
Then you
less,
hear
so-
inside of her body, woohoo! Somebody scream.
17.
No. 17. Listening closely into the chest. You hear nothing.
And
Am I
Maybe
wrong?
it's just this space?
no, you're not wrong.
You hear occasionally something that it sounds like her tummy is like it's getting the sound of like she's hungry, but because she has a small body, you can almost hear everything.
It's so hollow.
But
Shake her a bit like it's broken.
Okay.
Rattle.
I don't think you can shake it awake.
I can't
You hear
sense you either.
You can't sense me?
No,
What do you
You
mean?
mean you can't sense her? She's right here.
I can sense her blood.
Yeah.
I can sense this, and I can sense the blood on the floor, right?
yeah, what is maintaining some sort of life force still? It's still in the process of being coagulated.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up my new little sapling that I collected,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna put it in the pool of blood and try and collect as much of the blood as possible into that new sapling.
The mushroom?
No, the little tree sapling, not the mushroom.
Oh!
And it goes with your new blood druidic powers. You obtain all of the blood.
What are you doing?
Making a blinky tree?
A blink tree.
A blink tree.
Might need it later. I don't know why, but
Maybe.
it's odd not to sense you. You're technically dead. Still.
Yeah. I feel the same, no? Nothing's changed, really. Not, at least it doesn't feel like it.
You're not
If anything,
dead.
I kind of weirdly feel happier. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It feels like a lot of anger and sadness is kind of gone. It's kind of
I'm
good.
happy for you. I think.
And if anything, I mean, back home in my clan, they kind of made bets that I wouldn't live past the age of 3. So, I mean, if anything, I've already beaten the odds by living as far as I did. So, it's not that bad.
Uh-huh.
But what does this mean?
I don't know.
Are you...
Eh.
Would you be decaying?
No, I don't think so. I don't know how it works, but I think I'm gonna remain like this now. Forever. Unless I die again, and then...
Forever? That's an awfully long time.
Kind of longer than 40, yes. That's...
So, happy birthday or something? I don't know. On birthday, maybe?
Right? I know when it could be a new birthday, yeah. I'm gonna look at them a bit. You still think it's me, right, though? Right?
Always.
I mean, I'm not the one who's trying to make a body double of you from a 3.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah. If it can help him, then I guess. Why waste blood?
Yeah, it's something we've learned from you is to hoard everything.
Yeah. It can be really good.
Let's see now. Both Rill and Videl, because you have very enough high of passive perception as you are standing and looking at her. She's very like doing these gestures and tilting her with her head. Occasionally, when she tilts her head in the motion of a light, you can see her eyes. She has previously like this colorful other different colored eyes, but now she's completely this light green eyes. There's very vibrant and very present. And then she shifts to a side and she looks to her side. You can see, when you shine a cat, you look at a cat in the dark, and it gets that very white, very weird, transparent thing. That happens when she looks to another side, hitting like the light in another spectrum in the eye. So she looks like almost like a cat in the dark for just that small fragment of a second, and then she turns back to you.
Unsettling.
Yes.
I don't mean to bring anything bad up on your new birthday. It's just... You're saying you're not alive, right?
No.
So kind of like Talian's brother?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe.
Does that also give me control?
No. Though, if I'm to believe if I'm to believe Death, he or they told me that at least necromancy won't have power over me anymore. Not in that way. So they shouldn't be able to.
Okay. I mean,
Well, they can still
good
use
news.
other types of magic, I suppose. I don't see why that would not work.
What happens if we ever run into Carrot again?
If we what?
Run into Carrot again?
He's gonna have a lot of questions more than me being dead, I think, at that point, considering
Well, yes.
what Videl has
Yeah,
inside
we
him
all saw
too.
that.
Yeah, I saw it.
To
All of it. Kind of.
explain a bit why the very presence of a demon is within you.
Specifically that demon.
Demon.
I might have been befriending him a bit lately. Or he, me, at least.
Okay. Well, that's nice. If you're working on befriending, make sure you discuss about boundaries and respect.
I don't think I will get hugs from my patron.
Have you asked?
No.
There's no harm in asking. You know, building up a strong, solid relationship with trust and...
Wouldn't that be the most fun ever? Like, the most brutal demon of them all is the best hugger of them all.
The demon of wrath and vengeance is like, I give so good hugs.
Why do you think he's so angry? No one wants to hug him.
No, exactly.
The secret hidden talent of Ashnu.
I'm actually really snuggly.
Don't
That's
mind
how
my big
that's how you
spikes.
perform an exorcism. You get Ashnu to hug you. That is how you get rid of him.
Kill him with love.
So you have Ashnu. You're establishing some form of relationship with, and I have, well, you know, also someone I'm trying to form some form of respectful relationship with. And you, Blinky, do you have death leaving your head now?
No,
Good.
I
Get
just
strong and independent.
yeah.
Death-
I don't
Death in
think
her
I,
eyes.
I'm not sure I will ever meet them again. Actually, not sure.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah.
Your voice.
Hmm?
Why do you say that?
I don't know. It's a feeling. Probably gonna encounter them in different ways, but not the way I just did. If anything, they seem nice.
That's a comfort to know.
Yeah.
And eventually it's gonna, you
Yeah.
know. Well, maybe you don't anymore.
Hmm.
I was just gonna say that eventually death comes to us all, but you just said they wouldn't, so.
Yeah, I don't know what death means now, but I guess I have to be extra careful because... Yeah,
So, what now? Do you want a cake?
cake is nice. Can I have a cake?
How many candles do we put on the cake? One?
Guess we're always gonna put 9 on them forever.
Oh,
Either that or
that's
none.
sort of nice.
Yeah.
Because this is your new birth. Would we
Maybe.
start counting from...
It's gonna be a
Here.
lot of candles if I
I
live
just-
for a long time.
How about just 9? A nice number, even. You can make a good circle with it, or like a row of 3 and 3.
Yeah.
It's gonna be easy to interpret it. circular object?
Yeah.
Apart from cake, what, nothing has changed, right? We still want the same thing as before.
Of course. I
Whatever
will.
now that truly was. Is
I'm
it
here for you. And
still on you? The mask.
I'm just gonna push my face a little bit.
You push against your. You just feel your face.
I can't feel it. But it's not here, so I think it's still there. And I don't have my soul with me anymore.
What?
It's putting my hand on the book. It's in here.
And you can see when you pull up the book, the front of the book has changed. As it says Blinky's spellbook on it. Or Sakrak's spellbook.
It's mine now, and I guess I'm in here too. So I guess I have to be careful with this, because I don't know what will happen if it got destroyed. I don't know
Maybe
what-
not put it in the bag.
Maybe not.
Where else would you put it, though?
Yeah.
Well, don't put it in a pocket dimension with you in another dimension, maybe. What could happen if you put your soul in another dimension?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't even know really what is a soul, really. It's just kind of weird to have
I mean,
a part of me in this. I don't feel different, so it's like
the only thing the only explanation I've gotten of souls so far is that they're tasty. So I
Don't eat the
don't
book.
know.
Please don't eat the book.
a question, Rob, DM.
Yeah. Oh,
Can
what is a
Blinky?
soul?
No. Yes, what is a soul? Tell me the deep thoughts of ethics and philosophy.
Can, but we're
No,
gonna
thank-
see
no,
it
no.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
For another stream,
Um,
maybe.
Yeah,
another
indeed, we can discuss that. No, but speaking of souls,
Mm.
Blinky had another soul with her when she died. And she's still kind of.
Another.
Nazvuluk was here, remember?
Oh yeah.
Can Blinky sense if
Yeah,
something
change.
happened to that, or does she have it, or is it in the book with her others?
You
Can I
feel
sense?
when you look down at the book and you specifically feel for souls, or it is more previously more like what is a soul really, but for you now it becomes more definite what a soul is, and you can sense your own soul in the book when you put it up and you talk about it briefly. Then you just look down upon it and you can see it, you can feel it. It is meant for you. You feel it's almost like you're looking at your own thoughts, your own mortality. It's like a precious, like almost like Gollum looks at the ring a little bit. This is a precious thing to have. But then in the book you can also feel another soul. And you can feel that you can grab it. And you can use it.
Oh.
And I can sense that is the specific orc woman's soul.
Yes.
Okay, well then at least I know where she went.
And you feel it. You can use the soul to do other kind of things, and a soul can replace some of the components in your spellbook, because a soul is powerful
Okay.
in its regard if you're using it in a proper way. But you feel the orc woman is still there, dormant, but it's almost like she's wandering in a dream.
That's better than what happens to the souls I collect.
Yeah, she's just stuck in
Well, you know it more
purgatory.
definitely what he is doing with the souls.
Here
This
they're
one is
just
more
in
like-
purgatory.
Yeah, they're more. Well, yeah, they're more walking in a limbo state, or more sleeping, dormant.
Probably as Blinky's sensing all of this, she's just sitting and touching the book and just zoning out a little bit. Like,
Question. Did
Yes.
the book change appearance or just the title of it?
Just the title for the moment.
yeah, Blinky's sitting and zoning out a little bit.
So, what do we do now?
Yeah. Right.
I could really need some rest.
Yeah, me too. But
It's like tomorrow gonna be a long day.
it is. We still have a few hours for this. So I think we have about 10 hours.
I mean, I can say we
left.
need to leave this room in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I
Unless
would
we
wanna.
don't want to be trapped in here.
Then we should probably go outside, right?
If anyone wants to leave something in here, they could.
In here,
Yes.
we return to this specific place.
Yes. Yes. I can choose if I want to return specifically here. If I want to go somewhere.
That's very handy.
That's good.
Good for storage.
Yes. I think of one thing that we could put here. But we need to retrieve it first.
Oh, you want the book?
Oh, yeah, that could be good. But I was thinking about my mother's staff.
Oh,
That they need to open doors.
you want to get it today? No, we can't do that.
No, we can't do it. I don't think I don't even know if I can get it.
Because of Ashnu.
Yes.
Right. You weren't there, but the orc woman that we fought, and when we got the hollows, she had his mark on her neck. So, seems like the orcs are also following your little friend.
Would be beneficial.
Maybe.
Am I sleeping in Blinky's mansion or in the...
You're
The club.
sleeping in her mansion.
You and Bash are spooning goat together in your room.
Or goat.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
No,
Between...
no questions asked.
No, double spooning goat.
As one do.
Yep.
All right.
We have basically only been here for like half an hour, right?
Yep.
And there was
Yep.
like half an hour ago that everybody went to bed.
Yep.
And you died.
And I died. It's like, 30 minutes ago we were sitting around a table is talking through hollows and then I died.
Sometimes death just comes.
Yeah, that's why it's very much perspective right now. It's like, ooh.
But you are you leaving the demiplane of Ril's demiplane, or
I would suggest we do, yes.
Um,
Before we get stuck in here.
yeah, we should go outside
Yeah.
and get that cake.
all right?
Yes. Cake.
You walk towards the door and you open up the door to the pocket dimension, and you arrive at the magnificent mansion on the other side. And as you walk in between the doorway to the mansion, you can still see the very vibrant colorization of different magical powers, in the very between the door frames between the pocket dimensions as you moved inside to the mansion. And as you close the door, Rill, do you take it away, or do you leave it there for the duration of the spell?
No, I'm gonna close it because I'm afraid that someone would sneak inside and then get trapped in there and I would never know.
Julian goes in.
Yeah, this is
What
not
is
child
this door?
safe.
It's a room filled with
So not
goblin
child
blood.
safe. So
There?
no.
Mom?
So the instant I'm stepping outside, I'm just gonna try to get rid of it.
you
I don't know
sashay
if I
away it.
can, but I will try.
And you will do it, and the door will close after you, and it will dissipate. And during as it is disappearing, you can hear jester bells are clinging in the atmosphere around you, but no laughter, but
Shoot.
only the bell.
It's nice of
Time
him
for
to give
you.
you soundtracks, right?
Is that even a word in medieval times? Whatever.
It is now,
Now-
apparently.
It is now. I made up the word soundtrack.
Blinky the inventor.
I guess.
I mean, she's a bard, so
Yeah, sure.
invade soundtrack. So.
I'm gonna make mixtapes, but in form of magic mouth.
Well,
and-
you're writing them on the track on a piece of paper, so
Right.
it becomes a track. It looks like tracks.
Exactly.
I'm trying to explain it, okay?
As we're getting outside, Blinky's gonna just kind of look down on her hands and her everything and be like, remembering that she has puked blood and intestines and cried blood and there.
Yes. But
I should-
the servant just stops and looks up at her and starts to mop on her.
I should maybe get cleaned up. Right?
Yeah.
That's probably, weirdly enough, that's the worst thing that happened today. I have to take a bath for like the third time, I think.
So, should we
And
get
all-
some rest?
Strangely.
And then
all of the servants stop in their motion, and they look up at Blinky, seemingly a little bit confused, and then they start to do their duties again.
I'm just gonna look at him.
What?
I think they know something's different.
As if they had a chance to say anything else.
should
Well, the loudmouth person is not here.
he's performing to Siren.
Right.
So, should we get some rest and talk about what we do tomorrow? Because we have a list of stuff we need to do. Maybe not tomorrow, but
Don't you need to be somewhere real?
I was just gonna say I am not really ready to go to bed at this early hour that we are currently on.
It's 7.
Yeah.
I need to sleep to
Well,
get
half
my...
8.
I only need to rest so I can get my... I don't feel tired. I feel actually not tired at all. But I need to sleep to get my magic back. But... You need to go and talk to your mom. Right?
Yes.
We can do that.
sort of need to do that, yes?
I don't see why we can't do that. It's just a quickie up and down,
Mm. Yes.
as it always is, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
a
quickie.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's
Let's do
a quickie.
let's do a quickie with Rail's mom.
yes.
No.
I love the wordplay you're doing, my friends.
The phrasing.
Love it.
No?
The phrasing, the wordplay, yeah. Yes. So,
No.
So,
it will
Blink-
take a while. Or
I'm just not. I mean, I can do that by myself. Just gonna meet her and talk.
you're quite funny, you know that. I
Yes.
start heading to the entrance.
Yeah, well, yes, come. Should we try to wake up? No, I think Blork kind of is drunk and passed out.
Should we look? See if we can wake him up.
I can't really have this sort of big entourage of people come with. Not gonna.
We can sit in a bush and watch.
Yes, sure. That won't seem.
I can be invisible,
suspicious or-
and then there's
be-
less of us.
I can be a rat.
Right? A rat, one is invisible, and then Blork. Not an entourage.
Just
Or I can
Blork.
make Blork invisible if that is preferable.
I mean, I could make you all invisible if you really insist on eavesdropping.
I do insist.
Well, it's not eavesdropping, it's just for... We don't like leaving anyone alone.
It's more like I don't want you to be alone with your mother that has a tendency to mind wipe your head.
Or
I mean,
that.
I think she will see that there's a problem for her if she would try that, since I know where Julian is and she doesn't.
Well, still, would you know if she did something to your mind? No. I didn't. You didn't. Vidal didn't. So, you can just come back here and she has done something and we won't know.
Yes, but you also need to remember the fact that that was before, and I currently have someone sort of infatuated with my mind, living inside my head. It's kind of like taking up all the space.
Well, what if you leave and another of you returns?
We're... This
Do you
time we're gonna
remember-
check for jewelry, yes?
Thank you.
Yes. We're gonna check this time, but isn't that gonna be such a hassle? You're gonna come back and we're gonna have to search you and touch you everywhere just to make sure, stab you a little bit maybe, just to be really, really sure, because maybe they stole your earring at this point. Huh. Do you really want to go
Do we
through
need
all
to
that?
talk about this? Can't we just go wake Blork
Exactly.
up? I'm gonna go and wake Blork up.
You worry too much, Rip.
Yeah.
Slept for half hour. He's drunk, bloody, and a mess.
You want me to get Opal in? He's also drunk, weirded in the head, and he's... No, let him.
I haven't even talked to my mother yet. I don't even know if she can do it right now.
I'm knocking on Blork's door.
Knocking on Blork's door.
well, you knock on it. Nothing happens.
I'm gonna go inside.
You don't even hear snoring.
No. As you open up the door, I assume that you just waiting this entourage of like snoring symphony and booming voices or something, but there's nothing. As you open up the door, you can see the simple made room for Blork when Blinky made it, and in the bed you can see there are two ginormous individuals lying on the bed, not seemingly spooning each other, but they are like they're like Blork is sleeping on this side, and on the other side they are meeting up in the head, and in the very middle there stands Goat. That is also lying down, but both of them are almost using Goat as a pillow, but they're sleeping. Both of them. None of them are snoring. None of them. They are just sleeping peacefully.
I'm gonna go slap Blork.
As soon as you come into the vicinity of like 1 meter from Blork, you feel the alcohol. You're stinking all over him, and you can feel the troll snaps. It just hits you like ammonia. In the fucking
I'm still in sanguine form. Can I?
Yeah.
Can I see? Or
You can see.
Can
you
I
can
sense
feel,
the blood in the alcohol?
Yeah, you can sense the alcohol in the blood.
Yeah.
No, the other way around.
There's so much alcohol it replaces the blood at
Yeah.
this point.
Blork, I can't sense you. You're too drunk. Yeah,
No,
you're too drunk.
but you can sense that with your magical profession as well, that, and also by the smell of the alcohol that is coming from both of them, they were really drunk. And also looking at Blork, he looks very exhausted.
I will think that he will be no use, so I will go out, close the door.
As you close the door in the corridor, as you are going towards your friends, as the door is closing by you, you can see the utensil with the mouth stands outside. Go, yes,
Did you perform for Cyrene?
I did indeed.
He requested another song. Thank you.
He did?
Yes.
Where is my master?
He is cleaning up.
I should go and clean up my master.
I'll go and clean your master. Follow me. Can you please sing the Siren song for me?
As we are going.
Yes, please.
Oh, siren! Echoing the hallways as he's moving on.
You came and you gave without take.
Yes. Exactly. A more pop song. Well, after some shenanigans, Blinky, you get yourself, I assume, a little bit cleaned up.
Yeah.
And eventually all of you meet up at the entrance, I assume?
I mean, as I said, I want to send a message to my mother because I don't even know if she can meet. I don't know what the fuck these people are all over the place for.
No, I'm just cleaning up in case. I don't want to walk around here and Julian's gonna come out and be like, ah!
Oh, that's how you look like now.
But I would assume when Videl goes and look and Blork, Blinky goes and gets herself a little bit fixed up, you go to the entrance, Rill, and you are at the entrance and you can...
I don't need to be at the entrance. I just have
You
a
don't need?
5% chance of failing if I'm sending. I don't need to be in
But remember, it is you.
Yeah, but it's still a D100, so I'm quite
Yeah, it's still a 95%
Go,
chance
go,
of
I
failure
believe.
with your roll, so...
Go!
Mm.
You do ascending.
Okay, wait.
Oh, what's happening to the spell? Oh. D&D Beyond has crashed. What is new?
It has?
Well, for the spell department.
Oh.
So it's a D100?
Yeah, give me a moment.
If you roll a 5 and below,
Yes.
it will miss.
Mm.
You are a gambler, you know that?
I mean, I can just go outside if I fail, so it's fine. Okay. Where is everything? Yeah. So I am going to start with changing to Annabella because to meet my mommy.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm just gonna stand close to the entrance and mumble to myself because and then I'm gonna cast sending.
Mm-hmm.
gonna roll that D100. Show
Yeah,
that I
you-
can do this.
Yeah, roll 5 and below. It doesn't reach.
And I just do it again.
Oh,
See, I'm fine.
God.
D3,
You
that's
cast-
good.
Yeah, that's very good. So you feel that you have a connection towards the person that you wish to do the sending towards. What is your message?
Mother, can we meet now? Same location as you said before. I'll try to be discreet. That's it.
A quick response. Yes, absolutely. Meet you there in roughly 10 minutes or so.
I'm just gonna stand there and wait.
First to arrive is Vidal. And as he is arriving, you can hear and he dropped the floor. and he stops as Vidal is looking at him like, I had to improvise. And he goes away.
You can sing that little spork.
Clearly. What sound was
Lork
that?
will be useless to us now. He's asleep, hugging
As
Goat
Blinky
and
arrived.
Bash, and they are drunk.
I mean, I said that it would probably be a bit of an issue with the amount of alcohol he decided to consume in the middle of the day.
We ready? Blinky's gonna have a little pep in her step as she comes up.
Yeah, I told her I would be discreet. Also, the fact that we are most likely wanted.
Right. So much has happened today. It was just this morning that Sander was dancing on my chest. Weird how that happens, right?
Oh.
Ah,
I'm gonna leave Sanguine form.
Yes. Cool.
Gonna put on my hat.
I do not want to, in any form or way, place my family under distress, which I already have, by going to the tower as Annabella to begin with, then being seen by that woman. Though she did not see Annabella, she did see a few individuals that really stick out.
Well, I can change what I look like.
Yes, I know you can.
I can make Vidal into a rat or invisible.
Funnily enough, you're the one who sticks out the least.
Yeah. Isn't
Out
that
of the
ironic?
I
Yeah,
can
it
be
is
a
good.
cat.
Ironic.
I want to be a cat.
You can be a cat.
I like cats.
I'm gonna turn into a cat.
You turn into a cat.
Yeah.
What type of cat?
The one I usually go for, or at least when I went, I think it was first time, the one with the turtle covering, brown.
Hmm.
Brownish. Dark brown.
Yes. Cool.
I'm gonna pick him up. Yeah. So weird.
That's gonna enjoy the moment.
I'm also enjoying the moment. Yes.
I
Shall
don't
we?
know what you're projecting right now, Blinky, but it's sort of creepy.
It's just. I never noticed how soft fur is. Kind of like I'm noticing it again.
Again.
Since
Pet him,
The
I
cat
guess.
has small horns.
Discreet it was, yes.
he has an abnormality. It's not his fault.
Yes,
special
it's a
cat.
shame, the poor cat.
It's a rare breed of horned cats from the east.
Well, if you ever feel like, in a subtle way, insult your friend, this would probably do the trick. Especially if you call Videl here your lab cat.
Yes. Oh, and if the little kitty wants to talk, maybe he can.
Telepathically communicate with us because we know we can do.
Right, you can still do that. Good.
Can I do that to them?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, good.
And
Very
it's a very
They don't need to establish the connection to me first.
no. If
Good.
If you have telepathically the ability, then you can.
Oh,
And it's very odd for Uriel to look at this notion because
Right.
it is a smaller version of Videl standing in the hand of Blinky, getting it's getting pat on the head, and he is like, he's standing there, go meow, like it's so weird. It's a very, very weird.
Do you think he can sniff for wine?
I don't know. Do you want a glass before we leave? Are you stressed?
No. Maybe I shouldn't do that to you. I don't. It's your birthday after all. Shall we?
Yeah.
As
Opening up the door.
As the door opens up, you arrive inside of the lavender room. With this sound as you arrive.
We're going to a cemetery.
Ooh, how fitting.
Is it?
Let's go.
God, that is disturbing.
All right.
I didn't know that Videl was so agile. Like when he pushes up his back like that, it's something.
As you're moving out of the
As we get out, is Diva still standing? And
no, he's not standing there anymore.
Gone.
There are still the people still in the club, doing about the bartenders there, and see you arrive, writing on the notebook.
I have a tiny little cat.
A tiny cat with horns. And again, the wrong person is exiting the room because
Yeah.
Annabella. And there's still like 20 plus people missing from that room.
Yep.
The bartender is gonna start to think that Blink is some kind of weird trafficking pimp or something. Like, yeah, it's always me walking with these women.
Regardless, you come out of the Platinum Club and you start to wander upside. It takes a small while, but you manage to reach the surface of Karai.
Kind of walking towards the cemetery. Blink is just gonna walk up next to Annabella a little bit to be like,
I was meaning to ask you because I forgot. It was kind of stuff happened, you know.
As they usually do.
Yeah. What does it mean when someone is playing someone's heart like a harp? What does that mean?
Well, sort of, I would assume what nobles do when they want to get into someone's pocket more so than actually marrying them out of love.
Uh-huh.
How do I phrase this? If you're pretending to have feelings for someone, when you know they have feelings for you, and you keep adding more fuel to that feeling, even though you really don't have any feeling for them at all. So you're sort of like building up this false image of some form of relationship that does probably only exist on one side.
Okay. Weird. Thank you for telling me. That's weird. Yeah. Cemetery.
Yeah, Vidal should really work on his meows. And especially the purring is very odd.
Sounds more like an angry little hamster.
Eventually.
All right, up here, Blinky's gonna be. She's changed into a gnome that kind of looks a little bit like Jill in colors.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
And eventually, walking through the streets of the market district to the south district.
I have
Into
my
the-
hood on.
Oh yeah. And you walk towards the southern part of the Scholars Road. You venture to this new place. It is at the northwestern point of the city. As you see this stone wall that is roughly like a meter high. And inside of it, you can see there's no like gravestones or anything like that, but it looks more closer resembling a park. And in the middle of this plate, like the grounds, you can see there are some ruins of an old temple that has been like somewhat overgrown by time, and there are some trees that are growing. The structure itself looks like an amphitheater, and the structure goes some meters below ground as the steps goes like below ground. And in the middle, you can see there is a statue that represents, it looks like a female body, at least, but the face has been scratched away. But you can see there's long hair and a very feminine-like body. But you can see in both her hands, she's in her left hand, she reaches up to the sky, and it looks like she has some sort of like shape, like an oval shape that looks like a moon. Like a full moon, and the other one that is gently below her waist, the other hand, is also in the same gesture, like in an open flat hand, and in it you can see a half of that shape as well, representing a half moon, standing there in almost like a praising gesture towards the sky. And there's like amphitheater rows where people can sit, but there are like all of them are like ruins. Most of it all has just become this broken structure, and there are like moss, flowers, and bits of tree seeds that are growing throughout the amphitheater. And all around, there is a gate, there's an iron gate you can open up, but all of the trees that you can see there are writings on them, like arcane symbols, but there are also names written on the bark as well. As you can see from your vicinity, that there are names that are written on the trees, and really, you know that these are called memory trees or memory roots. That usually people just write their name on the trees and get buried underneath the ground, just being a part of the ecosystem again. But do you open up the gate? There is no person that you can see within the ground or around the very opening of the amphitheater.
Yes, I open up the gate.
You open up the gate, and it is very old, so it makes this squeaky sound as it opens up. Scratches against the soil as it stops into a halt. As you slowly walks into the ground, it's very like this mellow feel to it. Gentle breeze coming between the trees. As you see also that the sky is also turning more towards the evening sky, You start to see more of the stars manifest in the sky. The colorization of the nebula in the middle of the sky start to emanate. And this very gentle bluish light in the sky.
Blink is very visually looking around, kind of like seeming a bit mesmerized by everything for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little bit. Kind of like she hasn't been outside forever or something.
Yeah. So do you walk into the grounds? Do you stay on the solid ground, or do you go towards the ruins, or where do you wish to wait for your mother?
You wanna stretch your legs, little cat? Gonna put him down.
Can I just
Blinky,
walk
can you
around
please-
Blinky's legs?
Yeah.
Blinky, can you lift him up again and toss him and see if he lands on his feet? Because I'm sure it's gonna look hilarious.
Yeah.
Acrobatics? Can I?
Yes.
Break him in that leg.
With advantage because you're a cat.
Okay, so 18.
So 18. The cat makes this very graceless flip, but for you, Rel, it's like tossing Videl. It's like in the middle of the air. It's about to hit his head, but magically he makes this whoom as he comes to his feet. It is a magical, it's just instantaneously a magical flip. It looks
I will
super
never get used to
odd.
this.
It just makes this whoom, like anti-gravity stuff.
I really wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. I'm sure you enjoy it thoroughly. I'll go towards the ruins.
Is it
Yes?
Okay.
your weird little eyes?
Yes. You know that I am seeing a tiny Videl, and that he's
You are?
crawling around.
Now I understand why that must look very weird, since I've been petting him.
Yeah.
Is he crawling on his legs? Or his knees?
No, actually not, which is even more weird. Except
He's
for when
just
he's
walking.
like, and then he rams his head against your leg because to keep a pet. Just
To be fair, he's done that even without being a cat.
yeah, I know. But now he's just very tiny.
Oh. How adorable.
Think about that.
I'm thinking about it now.
Good.
Looking around if I can spot someone.
As we head towards the ruins.
As you hit towards the ruins, it does not go many seconds or minutes as you arrive. You can see at the very bottom of the amphitheater, the statue. You can see there is a person coming up from behind the statue and looks up. You can see the appearance of Ril's mother in her human form that you know her. And she's waiting there.
I'm just gonna look down towards Blinky, creep into her head and be like, so if we get within a certain amount of meters and I say go, that means stab because it's not my mom.
If you say go.
I will
Okay.
say it in your head. I will look very clear. I just wanted you to be prepared.
Okay.
All right.
I'm semi placing my hands closer to my weapons, but not like grabbing them. But
Mhm.
And I will just walk closer and very much stare at her to make sure that it is truly my mother.
You slowly descending down. You can make an insight check.
I mean, my eyes should show me this. I hope. When
Oh,
I get
yeah.
close.
Well, when you're getting closer, you start to see that it's indeed your mother in this shape of that you know her changeling appearance.
rude. If I
As you
take
slowly
off my
descending
hood.
down. The statue is quite larger than it looks from up in the very position that you were from. So
Hello.
she walks to the side a little bit.
Interesting location you picked.
Well, we can at least be private here.
Yes.
Where's my son?
Of course you would ask that. I mean, at least it shows that you seem to care about one of your children.
She looks at you and walks towards you, and I care about all of my children.
Especially my sister, right?
It's a funny way of showing it, you know. Either you give them brain damage or you sell them. Kind of confusing.
She looks. I didn't want this for any of you. Our people have suffered. I have suffered.
And killed.
More than you have ever imagined.
To what end? To make your own suffering slightly less?
No, so you, my children can live in peace.
Well, Julian was taken to Almanca.
Yes.
She tortured him. He now knows of his abilities, and he's scared and confused.
She walks to the side and leaning her hand against the statue. I know that I am a bad mother. I have not been the best for you or Sarkel. But things change. Everything changed.
When? When you stole her memories, or?
No, when I met you now. When you came back into my life again. I started to realize how bad of a mother I am. How I cannot forgive myself at all.
Did you send assassins?
I did.
Thank you for being honest, at least.
I didn't want to live with the burden of my failure. But I was wrong. She turns back and she leans her back now towards the statue and places her hands against her face, and I didn't know what else to do more than well, I'm very happy that you are strong.
It's not due to you, though. She became strong on her own.
I know. She's not taking after me, at least.
Clearly not.
At this point, I'm not really sure I want to take after father either, because things I've heard. There's so much information I'm lacking, but
Your father is a great man. Well, a great person.
Truly hope so. Who's Julian's father?
She looks back from... It is complicated.
Surely.
Make a persuasion check. Yeah, you're not getting out of this shit easy.
She don't want to tell us there are other ways.
Daggers.
We start with a leg.
Toss them, Adele.
Toss. Get them. Get her. Claw her eyes.
Oh God, where is this? Oh, please. I have a lot of plus. Not horrible. 17.
You see as she drops her hands from her face and she's staring up at the sky, seeing that she's crying.
Did someone bad?
It's Nex.
Does he know?
Maybe. Maybe that's why I assumed that it was he who took him.
I think so as well. But things I saw, things I heard. It clearly was not words of affection.
I didn't want you to be a part of this. At all.
Clearly not, because you sent her away without memories into a world where people want to
I
kill her.
wanted her to start a new life. To
And you
start
found the
something
dog?
new.
Right.
I didn't know what to do. The truth will just hurt, and as it hurt Sarem, it hurt me, it hurt everybody I do, and now it has come to my son as well.
Do you understand why truth hurts? It's because you're not being honest in the moment, and then it gets worse when they do find out what you have been
Do
keeping.
you know
from
what
them.
honest does to people? She looks like a cat. Oddly sentient, that cat is.
Don't mind him.
Lord.
It's an angry breed.
Yeah, I'm sitting next to Blinky.
Truth only poisons. I've seen what truth does.
Truth only poisons if it starts with a lie.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't.
We could have been working together. All of us, as a family.
We are now
Are we
working
though?
together.
Julian is devastated. My sister is brainwashed.
I am trying to make amends. I am trying. I'm really trying.
I know, which is the only reason I'm actually here having a conversation with you.
I'm actually trying to establish something at court, at something that we can do.
And what happens when they figure things out? That we're actually not who we say we are.
And she looks down. I would think about something.
What,
She-
wipe all of the memories?
you get the look of like she's like staring down to the ground, like the look of a person that is desperate.
Move to a new town, find a new family, slaughter them, and start over.
I tried to protect you.
And this wasn't possible without murder?
You can literally become anything. Anyone.
It's not that simple.
Seems quite simple to me. I've seen my dear friend here do it plenty of times.
You're right, we will get through this because we have to for Julian. If I bring him back to you, are you able to protect him this time?
Yes. Yes, I will do anything to protect my...
And for the love of everything, do not take his memories away. Explain to him what he is.
Make another persuasion check.
Shit.
Come on, yeah, you have plus 10 on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
6.
Oh yeah.
She will make this sigh. You try to wipe away tears. I will try.
It's a lot stronger than you think. It's just confused, scared.
I just want him back.
Arrange that. But this is your last chance.
She nervously like nods rapidly and wiping the other side of the cheek.
I mean, since we're here and talking, I might just ask something that has been on my mind for a while. You know, when I don't really know if it's you or someone else, because I didn't really have my own memories, but when I left for the Underdark, I was given, trained a person to be. Is that person still alive?
You mean your dark elf?
Yes.
No, she's not.
So do you?
No. She looks... We have a previous contract. We are... Well, the Chatmusal family had a very strong bond in contract with the people of the Underdark. We came in contact with a person that we know as the White Spider. And she...
Heard of them.
And she wanted to help us in order for help in the future. So
What did
she...
they want?
There wasn't a specification. It was
Or like
more
no
of like...
contract?
It was more of a contract that if we help you disappear, they will help you to be a part of their society.
So they knew.
They knew. Well, at least the people around the White Spider did. So she picked up a person that they killed, and you became a part of their society, more or less.
How lovely. Well, at least I can see that you and this spider have things in common.
She looks down to the ground.
Well, thank you for your honesty. Where should I bring Julian?
I don't... Close to the castle. So I can rapidly get him inside.
You can do that.
I will order the mages to make him secure.
Who took away my, well, not real father?
Who did what?
I saw that the dungeon was empty. The cell where the man who thought he, or did not think at least he thought it was Julian's father. But your husband.
They took him away.
Recently.
They are quite recently. They are taking him to the capital in Galgoreth, taking him to Galgor to be judged.
Oh. So
Hence
you're
that we are now by the ruling grounds of the... I cannot even say it.
I
I'm tired of this. All of this.
well. It's too late to be tired now. We kind of have to keep doing this.
Yes. She stretches herself. I will go and prepare for my son.
Mm.
You know where to
Sorry.
find me.
Yeah. Also, I saw your hand dungeon.
Yes. She will nod and I don't know what more to say.
I don't think there's much more to say. Oh, and do be kind to the changelings in the dungeon. As we discussed.
I will see to it.
We have an inkling that they were controlled by some form of entity or magic that made them perform things without their consent.
Right.
And they might now be free of that.
I will look into it. I will. Yes. And she starts to walk away.
Are you okay?
I mean, no.
I'm gonna take her hand. Are you okay?
It will be okay.
Stroke against her leg.
That is so disturbing.
Gonna look up at her and smile, and I'm gonna continue doing it.
Do you think we can trust her?
I don't really have a choice. But I feel like she looked desperate enough.
Yeah. But if she
Okay.
thinks it's starting to become hard, maybe that's a good sign, because usually when you start to do good things, that's when stuff gets really hard. If being good was easy, then everybody would probably do it, right?
Well.
So maybe she's actually changing.
That would be quite fun.
I still hate her a lot, though.
Well,
But technically, she gave us you, so guess she did something right.
something right indeed. Well, I guess I should move Julian before we do anything more.
Maybe we can let him sleep. He's gonna be safe in the mansion while we sleep, and then we get him when we wake up.
That does sound safe, but
Let her fester
I-
a little bit.
I mean absolutely no offense at all by saying this, but I really do not want him to meet Siren.
Oh. Yeah, maybe that will be confusing for him. Siren won't hurt him.
As you're standing at the very bottom, you can see now the stars and the nebula is fully manifested in the sky. One of the moons arrive, and you can see the very, very top side of the statue's hand starts to glow in a very dark red-ish color.
Look at that.
And as soon as the larger of the moons arrive, you can see also the smaller one is quite close by. And as they are now in a more golden brass color, both of them.
I think he's gonna grab her necklace.
It's warm.
A lot of things to do tomorrow. Oh.
I think we should just make the mansion again, go inside and hide. I know we can't, but
Sounds very appealing, doesn't it?
it truly does. Truly, truly.
But when do we ever do things that are smart, right?
I would argue we do a lot of smart things, but they usually then end up in a lot of negative things following.
Life is funny that way. Though, I can tell you that, speaking from experience, that once it's over, you're not gonna remember all the bad things. You're just gonna kind of remember the good things.
I'm gonna try to think about that. Though not regarding my childhood, because I can't recall much good things to focus on.
To be fair, I don't think any of us in this group really can. What do you say, little tiny bit?
I'm hunting a bug.
Is it tasty?
And that's also extremely strange. Please do not put that in your mouth.
Please put it in your mouth.
Yes.
Eat it.
This ginormous bug goes into the mouth of Vidal.
I don't understand how that works.
Swallow me.
Eventually.
When you swallow and spit.
Where do you go? Do you go back to the...
Yeah.
You go during the same streets, and now the oil lamps, the people going with stilts, like igniting the lamps on the street. People are calm and walking around and walking about in the districts. You come back to the crossroads and you go down into the very crossroads themselves. And also you can see in the very top side most of the glimmer and shining things in the very top side as everybody now going towards the more evening and slow pace. You return back to the Platinum Club. Still people are around as you return. And I assume that you go back to the magnificent mansion.
Yes.
Do you sleep or do you retrieve the boy and go now, or what is the plan? What do you want to do?
I think we should transport Julin now.
Yep, if you want to.
Yeah.
And as you arrive into Julian and pick him up, he's very happy in the sense that he seems to be having the time of his life, though. But when he reached to the entrance, you can see that he starts to be a little tired.
As we're transporting this kid, I'm gonna go to the bathroom very quickly because I need to really go. I'm coming back.
I really need to go too, so
Okay, well,
it's a 5.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So we will return in just a few moments. Stay right where you are.
thank you.
I'm back.
And we are back. Welcome back, and we're gonna continue on. You retrieve Julian, and he is quite tired. He's a child still. It's roughly more towards 8 o'clock now. After you have walked the streets, and I assume that you walk up to the surface again.
Did we make him invisible on the way, or are we just gonna walk out of our room with a child now? Because I've started to.
But you, if you want to.
At this point, I'm like, whatever.
Okay, well, we're walking out with a kid now.
Okay.
That bartender.
You walk out with Julian from your little pocket dimension, and you venture outside. People, the bartenders looks like, what the fuck is actually happening now? As you bring out the child.
I'm just carrying him out.
Yeah. And do Videl and Blinky follow still?
As if they would let me go alone.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Still there. Escorting.
Meow.
Yes, indeed. You venture through the crossroads and up again, going through the districts. Where do you want to drop him off?
She said
Their
close
mailbox?
to the castle. Yeah. Where is that Instabox?
Dropbox.
I'll take him close to the castle and like hope that she's around somewhere. Otherwise, I'll send her a message, tell her to come out.
As you arrive in the top side of the crossroads, you go through the marketplace. Julian falls asleep in your arms, and you're getting closer to the Ravenhold castle. As you can see, close to the alleyway, like the small alcove, the gate to the pathway with trees leading up towards her. You can see she's waiting with a hood on, and as soon as she sees you, she just almost drops, she becomes weak for a moment, but then she just straightens herself and walks with purpose towards you. And as soon as she gets closer to you, you can see her eyes is so irritated. It's so much tears. And she's trying to hold her entire being to not just scream in relief. As she brings out her arms expectingly for you to give Julian back to her.
Here he is.
That's a cat!
As close as you're gonna get.
He has horns!
We put the human soul inside, don't worry.
No, of course I will hand over Julian to her.
She will, as soon as she gets him into the arms, she will just almost drop to her knees. Julian is still fast asleep, sleeping deeply now. She looks up at you with his tears still running from her eyes, and she just whispers, "Thank you."
I mean, I did this for him, not for you.
She stands up. And for that, I thank you.
Now remember, no mind wipes, and keep him safe.
She nods and she turns quickly towards the castle and starts to walk, shrouding him inside of the mantle that she is going through. As you can see that Julian's face peeks out from the side of her as he is transporting back to the Ravenhold castle.
I think I need a strong drink.
We can provide that, yes. I think all of us do. Let's go.
Do you walk back to the crossroads?
Our lovely road. Back to the...
I mean, I'm not using the carpet because that one is. Nope.
It's
That's scary.
Hello! Hello, we are the heroes.
It's
Hello.
just kind of like, hood on, walking back to the crossroads.
You walk back to the crossroads with your together and with your cat. And you arrive back to the Platinum Club. Nobody really paying attention to you at all.
Except the bartender's like,
Before the
childless.
bartender's like, did you like sold the kid? Or
Yes.
But
You will never know.
but you manage to go into the. I assume that you go back to the Lavender Room and into the Magnificent Mansion again.
yeah.
And inside you meet up with just the beverage. You need the drinks and the food. Strong.
Can Blinky make alcohol?
Yeah.
Like, do you get drunk from the alcohol?
Yeah, I would say tipsy. It's not like you could get havocly drunk, but
What happens
she
if I make
can't.
drugs?
Yeah.
no, you cannot make drugs. So it's more like tipsy. It's like you cannot drink. If you chug enough, you can get tipsy, but that
So
is
it's the
like
best kind of drunk in here. You just salangsbrusad.
yeah. After you have
Yeah?
drinking like 8 of them.
Even
Like
better.
poppers,
Yeah,
or what they're called.
yeah. It's
Those that-
very small amount of alcohol. It's very, very, very small. But eventually, I assume that if you don't want to do anything else, it's up to you what you want to do when you're now in more of a resting situation.
What do we do with the Dawn Star?
I'm gonna identify it while it's still dormant. So, can I have it? I was thinking I was gonna get the dwarf killer too. Bloke won't even notice. I'm just gonna go and get that. I'm planning on just identifying a few things, and then I'm probably gonna sleep. But yeah. But you mean tomorrow?
Before it recharges.
It will recharge at dawn, which I don't know when that is.
We will be thrown out of this mansion.
Ah, right.
No, we will have enough time to sleep before we get thrown out. Still. If
Is
we go
that-
to bed.
Is that dawn?
Dawn would already have passed.
Well, then it will dispel my mansion if it's in here, right?
Yeah.
No,
It reactivates by itself?
I think so. It's
When it's active,
then it will.
prevent magic.
I guess if I touch it, it might dispel the mansion. I don't know.
But if I have it on me, I can do magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It can't dispel the mansion because then we need to activate the effect of the area effect. Then it could take away the mansion, but it can't just. We can't just put it on the mansion and it will dispel it, right?
It's
Oh.
only one way to find out.
You could also just, identify it and.
That's what I'm gonna. I said so. I was gonna do.
All right.
Because if it works like a normal magic item that recharges as dawn, then it's more like it has one charge, and that charge is gonna turn it on and off, I would assume.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It sounds weird to design an item that will always be on at dawn, like a really annoying alarm clock.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not
And then-
sure.
Let's identify it now while it's dormant.
Yeah. Give.
For the sake of brevity,
Hmm.
you spend the time it's all of you are resting. You identify it, and I will text it to you. I can also tell the viewers here also.
Yeah.
This is the Dawn Star. It is a wondrous item, legendary. It is the Dawn Star is an ancient energy that prolongs the war of magic and even the Elven Imperium. The item is an anti-magical energy that courses through the hexagonic form. It is an individual. If an individual holding or placing a magical on, or if you are holding it or placing it on a magical object, the magic is nullified. In addition, as an action, the user can activate the Dawn Star to make all the stored energy to expand into an explosion-like manner and nullify all magic within 500 feet and last at least for 1 minute. This feature, if it has been used, the Dawn Star will restore the energy and become dormant until the next dawn.
So it says placed on magical objects and things like that.
Objects, yes.
So it will not dispel
It will
Blinky's
not dispel
mansion
this.
just by being in here.
No, it will
Good.
not. It would not dispel the Magnificent Mansion. It will not dispel the Demi-Plane, but it will have an effect because everything is magic.
Yeah.
So if you place the Dawn Star on the table, it will not land on the table. It will go through the table and
So
go
it's gonna have-
past the ground
You're just gonna have a Dawn Star kind of falling in here. I
in
guess.
in a portal, like going through.
Okay.
Or
But
it
if
will-
we
no,
if we
it will-
were to activate it, then it would
will-
dispel.
Yeah, it will. Think it as if you would place it in your mansion, it will go through the table, through the floor, and out the mansion.
So if we would place a box on the table that isn't magical,
Yeah.
and then place it in that box, would it
Yeah.
be on the table then?
It will be on the table then, because it cannot
So-
interact with magical stuff.
So, by that logic, you should be able to put it inside something and then put it inside a bag of holding.
Yes.
Ah,
But at least you don't put it on the table in the mansion, because then it will go through the magical thing and out from it. It will automatically, like, it will go out of the mansion.
so we're gonna get a large sack for this and just tie it and put it there, and then
I
we
mean, we have
put it in the bag of
box
holding.
But
that Fidel has the key
in
to.
theory, you can take the Dawn Star and put it on the dwarf killer weapon. It will just nullify the magic
Yeah.
of it.
Good. So technically, if we want, we could use this as a throwing ball and just
Yes.
get a heads up. And it's like, if we want to fight Kira, should we just shove this at her and knocking her the fuck down?
Does it nullify a weapon as long as it's touching it, or forever?
The effect lasts for 1 minute. So if you place it on an object and you take it away, it will take 1 minute before it activates again.
So yeah, we can throw this at
Yeah, we
Kira
can
and
throw
then
it at
and then
person.
fight her. Then we have 10 rounds for her to get her magic back. Good to know.
Then we can do
Yes.
it again.
Yeah.
Or if they know how to activate it, they can take
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that would kind of suck, but you know, if they don't. Okay, good.
Okay.
Shall we just place it in a bag and then or a box and put it in the bag of holding then? As you say.
I mean, we could place
Why
it
not?
in a...
I don't see why.
Why not?
Yeah, and also for clarification, you can put it inside the box into the bag of holding, because then it's inside the box. but if you put it directly into the bag
Yeah,
of holding, it will nullify the bag of holding,
Yeah.
and it will continue until it reaches the prime material plane.
I mean, we could put it in the box that I have. The box that
Is that
Fidel has
box-
the key for.
Is that box big enough for it?
How big is this
Mhm.
Dawn Star? Okay, good.
It is like a handball, like in size.
Yeah.
Maybe not
It's
that
this
box.
big for Blinky.
It's,
No, this big.
I think it would fit. I only have a medallion in
I would
there.
say it would fit.
We can squeeze it in.
Yeah. Squeeze.
Hold it! Hold it! Push it down! Can you turn the lock?
Like a suitcase. Just get it in there.
Just more force. It's gonna be fine. Okay, we put it inside the jewelry box that I have in my bag of holding, but Videl holds the key for it. The same box that we have that stupid golden dwarven medallion inside. But
Mhm.
to be sure that it doesn't interact with the golden medallion, I'll put it in a sack first.
Cool.
Perfect.
Good.
Because
Also-
fuck this shit.
I put it
Oh,
in a
this-
sack, in a box, in a sack.
Yeah, it's like
Then I
Put it in
mail
a
it to
box, in a
myself.
box, in a sack, in a box, in a sack, in a
In another
Also-
plane.
in another pocket dimension.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a lot of
Oh,
steps.
Where did you put the thing? Oh yeah, I put it.
Do you also want to know, for the sake of brevity, do you want to identify the dwarf killer as well?
I have a list of things that Blinky's gonna
Please
identify.
Send it to me.
Uh,
Because during this time, you can interact with each other. You can identify because it will not really happen as much because you are in this dimension now.
How long has I been asleep?
About
Roughly an
2
hour.
hours.
Roughly an
Oh,
hour
yeah.
or two.
Yeah.
2 hand axes, 6 javelins. Oh, the
the magical javelins that Nasvuluk had.
Oh, yeah.
You said they felt magical in nature, so I'm like, yeah, identifying that.
Yoink.
Oh no,
What?
What?
did she kill Balrog? Garbod.
Oh,
Is it
She
our
killed the
javelins?
Balrog.
maybe.
As I will do because of you take your time as people are taking their rest and you are looking through it. The dwarf killer, I will text it to you too. So
It's
will
like if
have-
you don't have everything right now, you can just send it to me later.
I
because
do have everything.
Okay, good.
But
Good.
The dwarf killer, I would
Is
say,
that my hammer?
Yeah,
your hammer.
I'm
She-
borrowing
like,
it while
Yeah.
you sleep.
So we'll get it back. So. The dwarf killer is a maul, consider a maul, and it requires. It is a rare item that it requires attunement. That is a short rest to attune to it. You gain +2 to attack and to bonus to attacks and damage. In addition, when you activate the weapon, it produces fire. For 1 minute, the dwarf killer rolls an additional +3 with fire damage. So when you activate, you gain +3 fire damage. But if the target is a dwarf, you roll an additional 2d6 extra weapon damage.
Wow.
So it's a racist hammer.
Why is
Yeah.
it
Named
called?
Dwarf Killer,
Yeah.
what do you think?
yeah.
So there are weapons that are like dragon killers or like giant killers.
I
So-
know, but it's fun.
But this weapon is, you get the sense that this weapon has some sort of, it has a magical incantation, but you feel that this has some sort of like blood curse on it. It's not a blood curse that affects the holder, but it is a blood curse that is bound to kill dwarfs. Whoever did this bound them this weapon for their hatred against dwarves. The javelins are javelins that are giving you, they're javelins +1 more in the more sense. So are the hand axes. There are hand axes +1.
Okay.
And the armor is also just an armor +1. It is not any more fancier than that.
It's not magical then.
It is magical.
Everything +1 is magical.
Everything +1 is magical, but
Not
it's
that
not.
Because it does magical damage as well. So that's
It's-
Yeah, but
not-
is it magical like it would shift in shape and fit anyone?
Yes,
It is?
yes.
God, it's tempting, but I don't want to fucking wear this
And it's a
terrible
it is
armor.
a black it's a black dyer,
Yeah.
a black type of armor, but it's still. I would
Is
say
it heavy armor or is
Yeah.
Okay, well then, I know, right.
Yeah. It is a heavy armor
Maybe.
for sure.
None of us wear heavy armor, right? I'm not
Mhm.
sure we do. so-
Garbod.
Nope.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
none of us do, so.
No.
I wish I could.
Lork can technically, but
Yeah.
you will lose all of your rage and everything else.
Yeah, so no. Okay, good. Sweet.
Okay. Before we go to bed, I'm just gonna like be close to Blinky as he is identifying these things. Yes.
Mhm.
I just need to ask you something before we go to bed.
Yeah.
I feel like we have about like 9 hours left, so we should be fine. Do you like dogs?
As in the animals, dogs.
Yes. If I say dog, what do you think?
What I think,
Yes.
they are they're kind of like squishy, and I don't really like the aftertaste, but they are fine.
I'm not surprised by that answer, but still shocked for whatever reason.
Meat is meat. When it comes
Very
down to
true.
it.
Yes, that is extremely. Would you ever consider yourself a dog? In a
As
positive
in you can eat
way.
me. Ah.
If someone would call you a dog, would you see it as a compliment or?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know.
If it's done in an
If they did
endearing
it,
way,
if they did it in a way that
like you're cute and fluffy. I don't know how that comparison's work. If you're like a cute and fluffy, like a dog, and a cute and fluffy dog made someone think of you, would you see that as?
if they like dogs, then no, that's a good thing, I guess. Then they like me, right?
Does Siren like dogs?
I don't know. So, no. No, he hates dogs.
I can just tell you, yeah, Siren does not enjoy dogs.
No,
at all.
he doesn't like dogs. I guess it's the whole, him being a cat.
Aha. Okay.
What is it you really want to ask me? Because you're stalling.
Yes, because I'm like, one part of me really wants to tell you this, another part of me is kind of like, she would probably be upset if I say this, but we also said that we shouldn't keep truths away that accept people because I don't
You
even
think
know
I'm a dog?
No, not at all.
Blinky,
not at
you
all.
are 25% dog.
When I look at you, I think dog.
It's something Tyron said. It might just have been his way of speaking and something that got lost in translation,
Yeah, you really can't. When you talk to him, you have to do like you can't put so much focus on the words sometimes. I know you do that a lot, and that's why I have to think sometimes when I talk to you.
Okay.
He called Blinky a dog.
As Videl comes.
Did he?
Yes.
Just randomly like, by the way, I think Blinky's like a dog.
That's
Okay.
weird.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Blinky.
Mm.
You will now translate Siren for me. So
Okay.
this is exactly what happened.
As a real Morse her voice of Siren.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna traumatize her.
Yes, the mouth.
Oh, Blinky.
So when he
Blinky.
talked to me, he said that I should be careful with his fangs next time if I ever would ram something into his mouth. So I, as a joke, said, "Oh, you know what? I'm not used to fangs." And then he said, "Oh, you should be used to fangs because, you have Blinky around. And Blinky kind of is like a dog, a cute, fluffy little dog that sniffs out wine. A very specific breed of dog, even.
A wine sniffing dog?
Yeah. Oh god, Lausanian breed?
Has Blinky ever heard of this dog?
No.
Has Cyrus spoken of this dog?
No.
No.
And to be quite frank, I don't know. He said it in a way that, as he says most things, you don't know if he's serious or if he's mocking you or if he's actually just rambling on because he likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, he does that, right?
Maybe
Yes.
sick.
He's sick? In what way?
I don't know. Sometimes you say weird things when you're sick.
He's a bit sick in the head.
And he
I
might
mean,
have some heart problems, or he might have a fever, or he might
Yeah, might be delirious
Yeah.
from the battle.
eat mushrooms and
He was blood in the face and maybe
Yeah, he probably
punched
had
him.
a lot of excuses. This was just kind of unkind of him to say that he saw you as a dog, a lap dog.
I guess it depends on how he meant it, and I will never know. 'Cause he...
And what did you put in his mouth?
A health potion.
Okay,
Ah,
makes sense. What else would you put in his
and
mouth?
he wants you to put other things in, since he said next time you should watch for that.
I'm not quite sure what he meant by that. That's also something that confuses me because I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to ram into his throat.
More health potions.
Oh, Diladi.
Health potions are quite expensive. I don't want to. I know he's a friend of yours. I just don't want to.
Shove health potion in his throat.
I can ask him what he meant.
If you ever get the opportunity, please ask him what he wants to have rammed down his throat.
I will.
Because, that was weird.
Yeah.
But then again, it might, as you say, it's just him talking because he likes to talk. He doesn't really care about what he's saying because he just likes the sound of his own voice. And if it makes someone tick, then he's just happy about it. So
Maybe he's trying to say things to see how you react. He does that sometimes.
oh yeah, and
Because
he
he's
gave
trying
me.
to assess you.
Oh,
Which is could be a good thing or a bad thing.
oh, he also tried to bribe me. Do you want this, Gem?
Try to bribe you?
Yeah.
Why?
I guess he wanted me to be less of a dick towards him.
That doesn't really sound like something he would pay someone to do.
I mean, more
But okay.
so. I think the bribe in itself was that I wasn't supposed to tell you that he wanted to be less of a ass, so we could get along. But
Okay.
it felt
Let's
like a
do it.
test.
Okay.
It felt like he was trying to see if he could buy me, I guess.
Makes sense. Maybe he's just trying to check.
I don't think the
if he can
reasoning
trust you.
behind. As I said, I don't think the reasoning behind why he thought it was a good idea to be like, you know what? Why don't I gift you this as a kind gesture? I'm like, yeah.
So he wanted to
You-
buy you? Are you for sale?
As Blinky say, I shouldn't read too much into what he's saying, because now I'm reading way too much into this, and now I really want to ram something down his throat.
Right.
Yeah, I
Hard.
don't care about that cat. He seems weird.
Oh, he's very weird. But
Maybe I
kind
should
of
ram this gem down his throat.
have you seen all of us in here? I think that kind of goes. Aren't all of us a bit weird?
Fine.
You have met Gloom, right?
She seems kind of charming.
Oh yeah, I like her a lot. But she's
At least
very
she doesn't
strange.
talk constantly.
No. She actually hates talking.
So, should we try to get some rest?
Yeah.
For tomorrow?
We should.
If what we should do.
Yeah. I'll hang on to this gem for now in case I ever feel the need to run something down Siren's throat.
Yeah, maybe you can ram it back. Don't think too much into
Sure.
this.
After a while.
I will
If-
also shove 2 sendings into Scepter as I'm going to bed.
Do you want to do anything else before a long rest?
We have about 9 hours left of this, so...
Minus, we have 1 hour to spare.
So yes, you will sleep 8 hours, and then you will have 1 hour for the
I will at
before the
least-
mansion will
Yeah,
dissipate.
I will at least go to bed.
Yeah, Speaking of the stupid cat, I need to go and talk to him.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait. What?
Wait.
Did you freeze?
No, Vidal.
No.
He's just very close.
I was looking at my inventory.
Yeah.
Everyone was so still. I'm like, what? What's no? What's no?
What-
No,
what-
no, no, no.
I was, but Okay, I'm sleeping. I'm gonna tune to a ring here. Okay, yes. Okay, where is my cloak? There.
Oh,
That was my face.
My friends, you all can declare long rest.
I thought my computer froze because all of you froze.
I was also like, why did everybody froze for just a quick second?
So, long rest. Does that take away both exhaustion levels?
Yes, it does.
Woohoo.
I think no. I think one point of exhaustion.
Damn it.
You're still a little bit tired, but you will, if you sleep one more time.
So we get a long rest.
You get a long rest, guys.
Oh, yes.
And I'm not unconscious.
Exactly.
And you get to take 1 exhaustion point away.
Yeah.
I did.
So you only have 1.
And also, when you're clicking now on long rest, you have the chance to attune to other stuff. Like if you attune to new weapon or new items or something. If you want to change spells, you can also do that. For those who can.
Yes.
I don't have. I really need more attunement slots because I am unable to attune to anything.
Yeah, same.
I'm just stuck now. Two of them I can't remove. So it's like, god damn it.
Yeah, I cannot not attune to tattoos, right?
No, that slot is
Yeah.
permanently like stuck to you.
Unless we carve it off your body. I
Yeah,
guess.
unless you magic or carve away or
Uh,
take away the tattoo.
well, how can you put the hammer in my inventory
Sure
and
can.
remove my maul because I gave my maul away to Bash?
Sure. You want the dwarf
Yes,
killer?
yes. I can't attune to it, but maybe it's good enough.
I will add it to your equipment. And you can just blip away them all right now. You can update,
Yes.
and you will see it in your inventory that you can. Do you see it?
Yes. Nice.
Cool. As everybody wakes up in the morning, Blinky, you sense that there's roughly an hour left of your spell. Everybody comes towards the hall where everybody eats.
Yeah, I'm gonna intercept the cat.
Everybody is.
Oh fuck! Well, I'm gonna intercept Siren before he even gets out of his room, if I can.
He's probably woken up a long time
Yeah,
before you.
but
because
then
he
I'm
went
gonna.
to bed
I
a
know.
long time
I
before
know.
us.
That's why I was like,
So-
either that or I wake up in the middle of the night because I need to talk to him.
What do you want to do? What do you want to wake up in the middle of the night, or do you want to use your long rest?
Well, I could still, unless he keeps me awake for 5 hours. I don't know. I could potentially still have a long rest if I just talk to him for a quickie in the middle of the night and sleep again, right?
It's
Possible. Well, now I already clicked in the long rest, so it's
Do you need
already-
to take a long rest in one go, or can you split the rest?
you have to get it in a long go.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot really disturb your sleep. You can wake up, take a leak, talk to somebody, and then go to sleep.
Exactly.
But you need to have like, it's not like you can just sleep 1 hour, up, talk to somebody, do some things, then go to sleep again, up an hour, do that, and go like that will
No.
not count as a long rest. It's more like you can sleep for 5 hours, go up, talk for somebody in like 5 or 10 minutes, and then go back to sleep again for the rest of the 3 hours. But it's up to you. What do
No,
you
it's
wanna
more.
do?
I already pressed long rest, so now I kind of fucked myself anyway.
Oh,
Why would that matter?
it will
In
not
case
really matter.
I don't get one, because Robin says I can't.
If Siren attacks you,
Oh.
you mean?
yeah, then
or-
I.
Well,
It's
yeah.
potential. Well, then we deal with that then. God damn it, Blinky wakes up and she's gonna wake up and go during the night because she wants to talk to him before everybody is awake.
You
Okay.
mean before like Codex?
Yes,
Hollow,
exactly, because there's gonna be so many things in the morning and I can't. No, not gonna get the chance.
Okay.
So it's like in the middle of the night. Oh god, he's gonna be so cranky.
You wake up
I
in the
mean,
middle of the
Darius
night.
slept for like maybe
I
6
would
or
say
7 hours when you wake him up. So
I would say your alarm clock goes off.
Yeah,
Like you can't say,
my servant.
"My master, please awaken."
Yes, thank you.
It has gone exactly 5 hours since you asked me to.
Good. Thank you.
No worries, master. And spoon fork will go away.
You know, you can just call me Blinky. Kind of weird.
I will also call you Blinky, master.
Okay.
Ha ha! And just walks away. You arrive at Siren's door.
Just gonna look at a servant. Is he sleeping?
The servant standing close by looks up at you and go,
He's gonna knock at the door, but then she's just gonna kind of open it up. It's that courtesy knock, like I'm coming in.
as you knock, you walk in, you can see the room that you have made for him, like
The brothel room.
it's a brothel room. He lays in the middle of this large bed and is looking into himself in the mirror in the ceiling. And you can hear this sigh coming from the bed. Yes, Blinky, what do you want? I figured that it was you because of the knocking.
Yeah. At least I've learned to do that. Took a
It's-
while.
It's only you that has rhythm in this group.
Yeah, that it is.
He sits up a little bit and you can see he's having still his like pillows and everything around him, and he's like covering it up with some sheets. And what do you want?
She's gonna kind of try to remain in shadows a little bit in the room at first because she's not really sure. I guess she's seen herself somewhere when she's getting clothed and all that. Did she notice her different eyes?
Yes.
Okay, then she's gonna at least stay at a distance so he doesn't notice instantly.
Yeah.
I have things I just need to say before the morning, and I've learned that sometimes there's not good to wait with saying things that are important.
He scooch up and places himself close by to the bed. Go on.
When you first made me part of the Hollows, you kind of became like family to me. So, when you constantly say that I'm no longer part of that, it kind of hurts to hear it. Now, maybe you didn't know that, but there's also a possibility that you did and you're doing it because you kind of want to hurt me. And it's just an observation that you kind of do that sometimes when you're angry and sad about something and
Of
you don't
course.
want to talk about it.
Do you want to talk about it?
That's why I'm here.
Well, there's a difference between Blinky talking and Opal talking.
Yeah.
Opal telling me something that he is, not that he wants to talk about it, but I am angry with you. I am angry because you are happy now than you were with me. And I hate to see that you are happier with them than with me. But now I see that that's not really the case. That's not how everything works. But
You know, for someone that is always praising himself for being so good at reading people, you're so blind when it comes to me sometimes. Because,
don't flatter yourself.
you know, just because I'm having my own thing right now and I have other people that care about me, that doesn't mean that they have replaced you.
He makes this very cocky, like, slice mouth. You will see.
I've tried so long for you to make you realize just how much you mean to me. It's just hard because you're kind of, you don't really let others get close.
There is a reason for that, Blinky.
Yeah, that I get. Why do you think
I haven't told you anything, a lot about myself, but
You haven't told me shit. That's why you sleep in here in a brothel room, because I don't know what you like.
do you want to know why I don't let people in?
Of course.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
He stands up, sheets holding him around him, and because everybody that I ever dies. All the people that I have ever cared for. In my previous life, in all the lives that you have heard about, the Divas guy, or the previous life before, everybody that I seem to care for dies. And I don't want you to die, Blinky. It's very, very simplified that I want you to die.
She's getting kind of she gets a very strange expression on her face, like, ugh.
Because I wouldn't know what to do with myself if you died. For being friends with me and people. Where I come from, people are still looking for me. And for those people that has been entangled with me, that I am not doing a very good job of hiding myself. They get killed. They get answered. They get tortured. So no, I will not let you in because I care for you. And I'm being a dick because I want you to stay your distance away.
Yeah, but you know I'm stubborn, so I don't care. You can be mean, you can be cruel and cold. I'm not going anywhere.
It's very good to know, Blinky. At least I have one friend in this world, at least.
You could have more.
I know. I am so charming. And it's mine. I do this because I am protecting you, the Hollows, everybody in your group. If people would know that I am here, the people that are looking for me, these people would cease to exist, and I do not want that to happen.
I don't think you should have to be so alone, though.
No?
If you were open and said these things, I think people would still stand by you.
I do not think so, no.
Well, I guess we disagree.
That's why I like you, Blinky. You are always telling me what is wrong, what is right, and...
Always shitting on you?
Well, you're always putting me in a very difficult situation all the time. It's putting me on my toes, making my balance stick to the ground. I am grateful for you, I am. But now you know. Some parts of me you don't need to know. And some parts you will never know. But that is because I am protecting you. I am protecting everybody else.
You sure you're not just protecting yourself too? From feelings sad, angry.
Well, maybe, in a sense. What can I
Fine.
say?
Maybe one day you'll get there.
Yes. Maybe not now when I'm standing. The only thing standing between us is these sheets.
It's not the
My
first
naked
time
body.
not the first time that has been a thing.
Well,
When has that ever been a weird thing here?
whatever you do, Blinky, don't become something else. You're good as you are.
And what am I?
Well, after this time, I would say that you are my very best friend.
Well, regardless of what you said and that I'm not part of the crew anymore, still not gonna take away from your problems still being
Oh,
my problems.
you're never a part of the Hollows. I'm just.
Oh, that hurts. Stop saying that.
You are always a part of the Hollows.
Oh, that's better. Good.
You are always a part of the Hollows. I'm just very angry to see that you have other friends now. That makes you more happier than I could ever have done. But I understand. Running around with a group of misfits that doesn't talk to each other tends to do that. But now you're running with a group of misfits that actually talk with one another.
I thought you were talking about my group when you started, and you have no idea how long it's taken to get to this point. Anyway, what I wanted to say is that what is happening in Kyril is still my problem. It doesn't just
I know.
come back to you.
No, I know. I just
And-
wanted you to not be there when I return.
Well, we're going there. You can't really stop us.
I cannot really hide away from you, can't I?
No, you can't.
That's very too bad. In a sense. But I'm very glad that you are stubborn. He sits down back on the bed. Something more before I jump back into my bag.
How do you feel about Mickey?
What about him?
He was like a brother to you. You gotta feel something, right?
Well,
Or are you
this is
so-
why I don't. This is why I put people at arm's length. I can easily kill him now.
That
See
is
what
the
happens
hope.
if I put a little slither of trust in anybody. He will pay for what he did.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to. He's still out there doing things, still trying to hurt you.
And we will
others.
find him, Blinky.
Yeah.
But the first stop is Kyril for us.
Yeah.
Bring back some order, bring back some people so we can find this slippery serpent. But we will not. It will not take long before we find him. If he still cares for me, he will come for me. He is still hollow, after all.
Well, he can try.
Well, and he jumps back to the bed.
I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna make you see how much I care about you.
He makes this snubbling, like almost like a hidden laughter under his smirk, and he leans back down to the bed and he puts a pillow on his head. Good night, Blinky.
I said,
I'm gonna.
by the way,
Just wiping my hand, and I'm putting a big picture of Locust in the room.
have fun.
Oh, Blinky,
Mm-hmm.
can you do just one little more adjustment, please?
What?
The voluptuous lady that we know. Could you put her in the picture as well?
Yeah.
I'm putting Nerelia kind of leaning against Locust, and I'm thinking how much real
And
would
he-
murder would be if she saw.
He makes this. Yes, almost like they were sisters.
Oh, you don't understand how much he would murder us both if she saw this.
Good night, Blinky.
Good night.
And then the long rest has. As everybody meets up, and everybody, the everybody of the
I feel like I have
the
nightmares.
Codex, the Hollows, Blork and Bash
And goat.
and Goat, as everybody meets up in the hall, and they are eating. Most of them are like so confused why they're here. But Darkness and everybody just seems to be like, yeah, we're with
Okay.
them.
Because Darkness found her message, at least.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
God. Oh, Blinky has. No, I had. No, never mind. I will fix that.
She will. Everybody will just eat and drink and.
I think he's gonna walk in and be like, "Morning, everybody."
Googly die.
Lork.
Can you help me feel better? I don't feel so good and I'm very tired.
I'm gonna whip up, with the help of the servants, really good rock soup for Blork.
I'm gonna give him some roots too, and Bash. That Bash talked about.
Oh, right.
Bash is leaning on the table, so damn fucking hangover.
Oh,
Eat some roots, Bash.
It
Remember?
takes one of the roots and going. He's just shove it into his mouth and just it's just there.
Good, good.
And everybody eats, and everybody just is very confused by all of this. Opal, Gloom, Strike, and even Siren sits there and just... Siren and Darkness is talking to each other. But all of the others are like sitting by themselves and drinking and eating and...
Now she seems to at least know him.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
and something happened then.
And they have eaten up, and they are ready to go out. They are kind of like notified by what really happened, and they are kind of thankful. They look more like they are more confused than whatnot.
Thankfully confused.
Yes.
Thankfully.
It's like, it's almost like they're doing a thank you.
I'm just gonna ask Darkness though.
Like, so do you remember having your memories wiped?
Yes. Multiple
Remember.
times.
Oh. And now you remember everything then?
Yes.
Good.
Look at this hammer.
Oh my god.
Bash has already seen the hammer. He's like,
It's so cool. Sorry for beating you, Bash. I didn't mean to hit you that hard. I thought you were tougher.
leaning up from the table, staring at you.
Clash orange.
Horn.
Oh my god.
How much did you drink last night, Blork?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Many. And hits himself on the table again.
What have you guys been doing?
Celebrating birthdays.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Whose birthday?
Eva.
Oh,
We will tell you more about that, Blork, but I don't think it's time for that right now.
oh, it was quite the party, I suppose.
You could say that.
Opened up some new things. Yeah. Yeah.
Blinky, did you have a
New
date
things?
this morning?
Right. I'm gonna go and have tea.
I'm gonna look at Mystery, by the way. What does he look like this morning?
He looks very tired.
Very tired. That's a good one. I'm imagining I'm sitting at this table. Who would I actually be this morning? I haven't even thought that through.
Yeah, I'm also thinking, like, who are you?
Who am I? I feel like at that point, I'm probably just sitting there as Nokri, slowly eating something, and my hair is just a mess.
Mhm.
Probably some poor fucking servant that got trapped in my hair on the way that's just sitting in there like a spork or something like. As I just like slowly made my way to
And
the
other
dining room.
servants are trying to pull him out. It's
Yeah,
time to
it's
become
There's some people in the codex, and they're looking at you like they don't understand who you are. Like, what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
at this point, I don't really give a shit because I've stopped giving a shit.
Oh, since they don't remember things. Vicky's gonna serve them her morning
Oh, no.
drink.
No, don't, you evil.
You do that?
Yes.
Well, they
I'm
will
serving the
all-
hollows too, but I guess they're gonna be already.
The hollows look at it and go like, really? This again? And then they look over to the others and they're like, oh, and they drink it and they spit it out like instantaneously. And the hollows like make this like this.
Weaklings.
And Vidal just chugs it down
God, his
like a mad
poor
goat.
stomach.
I'm just gonna stare at it and I'm gonna lean towards Blinky and like, I think I had a weird nightmare or something.
You did?
What do I look like currently? I'm not.
Pretty.
Thank you.
I
Oh, you
am
mean-
stuck inside the hair. Can somebody please help me?
You are very pale, you know. The lovely you.
So are you. I'm just gonna pat her cheek.
I'm patting her.
Well, you're
When wha-
you.
Oh,
Hence the looks, I think.
I'm just pointing out someone that's like,
One of the codices go.
I was over. Hi.
I like this. You should do this more. Make them a quest.
Sure. Yes, that. I'm.
So are we going? Are we going to Kyril today to talk to the lovely dwarves
Well, I need to talk to Blade, and then there's the dwarves, and you.
and
it's
your
just
sister?
that. Oh, who would I be? This is so confusing.
I don't know. Who would any of us
Dead,
be?
dead person one, dead person two, made up person one, made up person two.
How does it work when you become a person? Do you choose or does it just happen?
It-
When you have the, not when you turn into someone just temporarily, when you just turn. When you make a
Yeah.
person.
Oh, a lot of commitment.
Could we just make a new one?
Should I?
Maybe. Why
Hmm.
not?
Wow.
A baby?
What?
No. No.
Oh, not like that. I mean, we choose who she's gonna be. We can help her. We can tell you what to look like.
What do you want?
Confusing indeed.
Meh.
Please, just for the fun of it, I want to see something. Can you turn it to Opal? But with, like, Gloom's head? I just want to see it.
I guess I can try. Might look a bit.
With Siren's ears.
Wait. So a big buff body with Opal's rock forms and
Mhm.
Gloom's petite little head and horns,
Yes.
but Siren ears.
Yeah. I just want to see if they are possible.
I mean, okay. Give me a moment. I'm really gonna try to do this.
Mm-hmm.
and if she succeeded, I'm just gonna look at the hollows because I want to see what the fuck they're gonna do.
It is an easy task for you. You manage to shape the body of Opal, the face of Gloom, and the ears, the lynx ears of the Tabaxi. And you sit there, and all of the hollows just looks at you and go like, and everybody just makes this very weird laughter.
I'm just gonna
The
pick
only
up.
one that is not laughing is Siren. He's like, charming.
Yeah.
I don't think
Oh,
you.
you like it. Hey, I want to, yeah.
I'm just gonna whisper into her ear.
Turn into a female siren. I want to see what happens.
Just
Okay.
abuse the riddle. My toy now.
I'm not really sure what they look like. I'll make a try. Wait. So, I'm going to shape myself into Nerilia's body form, covered with fur, lynx ears, and like Siren's face, but with really long eyelashes.
Oh, wow. As you do that, so everybody just go. But Siren stands up and stares at you and like, please do not.
Oh, come on.
I'm
No.
just gonna like stretch up and I'm gonna like, grab my boobs. And just, like...
He looks at, please turn to something more nicer.
Vicky looks really nice.
No, she does not.
I'm gonna nuzzle my head against Blinky and like.
There was an exit, right? And you
Apparently it's closed.
I will meet you all up there, and he will walk.
Oh, touch.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna follow him.
Oh God.
Lord,
He-
where did you get your bracers? Those look new.
Me and Bash fought. I saw he had very nice bracers. And I challenged him.
I guess you won, then.
Yes. I am very strong.
What do the bracers do? Do you know that?
They look cool. And they shine when you get hit.
They shine when you get hit.
Yes.
Huh.
Hit me on my arm.
I hit Blork.
Nothing happens with the braces.
Well, sometimes they seem to shine. I don't know.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
I don't know.
You are going to tea.
Right, I'm going to have tea with a gnome man.
That sounds very boring.
Yeah, I need to turn him down before things get too heated, since I'm apparently so. What is it called when? Why isn't? God damn it! Where is Annabella when I need her?
Does anyone want to go to the arena with me?
To fight?
Yes. Or go hunting?
Sounds very lovely, but tonight there's gonna be like a big event, kind of like a doomsday event
What is that?
when the world might end and we all die.
Again.
Yes, that's every
But
day.
tonight it might actually happen because
Again.
So what are we going to do?
Oh.
regain our strength and control it and not waste too much until that happens. But tomorrow we can go to the arena if we survive, huh?
Well-
How about that? Like a reward.
What about this, Blork? While Blinky drinks tea with Jill and seduce him.
What? I'm gonna turn him down.
Okay. I thought that was seducing.
I don't know.
Okay.
Do you need protection?
No. Or do you?
Just to not seduce someone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
But while she drinks tea, you and I can go out in the woods and hunt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Rill seems to be occupied with the cat.
Yep.
And as Siren is walking down the hallway, you're following him.
Yes, and I am also going to shift into Nerelia because I have some standards I don't even think I can actually stand myself in this obscure form.
All right. Do you follow him all the way? He will go to the exit.
Yeah, I'll follow him to the exit.
He goes to the
Hey,
exit.
sunshine!
He
What
turns
the
around.
hurry?
Oh, you have
Can't take a
turned.
joke?
Ah, I always could take a good joke.
Oh. Are you implying my humor is bad, or are you
No,
implying that
no,
Blinky's
no.
humor is bad?
Well, I can actually tell you, and he will go to you, and he will bring his arm around you. Did I tell you that I have a twin sister? That it looks kind of like that, kind of like me, and it's very oddly difficult to look about that. Did you know that? No, you did not. And also, did I also mention that the one that is actually hunting me, it is my sister? That wants her and me to take over the family business? But I do not? No, you did not know. No, you did not.
Oh, Pudding. You should have said something before. I didn't mean to hurt your little feelings.
Of course you did not.
You seem
And he
so
will let it go.
upset now. Well, at least I now know
yeah.
what she looks like if I ever see her, so I can point her in the wrong
Well,
direction.
you're more close than on the nail, if I tell you that, right?
Hmm.
Regardless, I'm going to stand here and wait a little bit. Try to understand what we are going. You're more welcome to stay here. I can look at you and maybe get some ideas.
As they are standing there,
Yes?
because Blinky knew where they were going, and she sensed a certain mood,
Mhm.
anger, maybe.
Anchor,
It's
yes.
gonna
Mood.
next to the where they think the exit is. There's gonna be like there's gonna there's gonna appear like an emerald colored scaly big elephant that is just gonna stand there with his trunk and shake a bag of nuts in their face. And it's just gonna be there for no apparent reason. Because Blinky thought that maybe they need it. Blinky doesn't know what an
Cyrus
elephant
gonna
looks
turn
like.
around as this is happening and just go, well, I am...
It's best to not ask questions in here and just accept.
No, I know this story. It's just...
Oh, then you know more.
Are
than
you
me.
on to me? He turns to you.
The elephant?
Have you not heard about the nut and the elephant?
No.
No. If you would... No, never mind what I said. And he will go back to the exit.
You know what? You did invite me to listen more to your background if I ever felt like it.
Did you want to do it now?
We're waiting.
He turns around. What do you want to know then?
Well, you're clearly running from something.
I'm running from my sister that is murderous and want to kill me. So, proceed.
And that's simply because you didn't want to rule a kingdom with her.
Yes.
But
Well,
she
it's
just-
not more of a kingdom, it's more of a dynasty, but
Well, then why wouldn't she just rule this dynasty by herself?
because she can't. It is
How
the
so?
rules. You need
Oh.
No. It's not like what you think I am applying. No. She can't because if we were born twins, we are the same person in my country. If you are a twin in my country, you are technically one person, and if you're gonna rule, you have to rule together.
So as long as you're alive, she can't.
Yeah.
Because if you're dead, then she's her.
Either I am dead or I will come home.
Oh.
And I will help her ruling the dynasty with an iron claw.
Charming.
No.
I mean, I'm a bit confused.
Aren't we all?
Well, clearly. Well, at least you got away. It seems like you have some skills up your behind. Oh, I'm still a bit like there's still a few things that confuses me here.
Yes.
Did you ask for me to potentially ram something down your throat before?
It looks a little bit... Have I? Well, not that you would notify it, but that would be very... It would be very pleasant sometime. Not now, not right that very moment. But if you could, maybe some other time. When the storm had settled.
Interesting. That sounds intriguing and a bit different.
I am
Chile.
different.
You are a lot of things, honey. A lot.
And he makes a
of
little
things.
swoop with his tail. I do know that.
Mostly full of yourself, though.
Oh, you have no idea.
As a curiosity, how much do you love yourself?
Well, it varies. Varies on the mood, you see. Comes with being a tabaxi.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is that a mirror is more than enough for you?
Nah. I wouldn't say that. A mirror only stretches on for the fantasy just for a moment. I'm a cat with taste. What can I say?
Taste.
Why go for the milk when you can go for much better things?
Very true. Also, this elephant is very persistent.
It is. I'm getting very angry with this elephant.
It is viciously shaky. Oh, and there are 2 types of nuts also, by the way.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, because
Oh my god.
Yes. No. No.
I'm blaming you for that.
I'm quite gonna say the same, you know.
I take no responsibility for this.
I
don't
there is a
even
reason.
know the story.
There is a reason why I didn't make the talk with Blinky. Okay, she was small, and I didn't want to tell you about how the elephant and the nut, the birds and the bees, the cat and the, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's not
It's
my
okay.
responsibility.
We're
I am
filling
not
in the
her
blanks.
father. I am not her father.
It is fine. We're filling in the blanks quite fine. She's reading books. She's studying. I think she even looked at like
Good.
some animality pictures, and
But
she's been
the-
looking up words.
But has she done it?
Doubtful.
Then she would never understand, I think. And that is probably for the best. She doesn't seem to be interested enough anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I respect it about that. You know, gloom is the same.
Mm.
You should never try. You
Good.
should never try.
Oh, you say you have?
Oh, many times. Alcohol
And
does.
you
do
survived those times?
No. Oh. And he shows you his belly. He shows you. I have gained so many stab wounds from that particular lady. She knows magic, you know. She has a tendency of understanding fire magic.
Oh. I don't know if I should be impressed or a bit worried
No,
for
no,
you
no.
that you actually tried several times.
Alcohol is my worst enemy.
Good to know.
So, how do you open this? And he will go to the exit.
Ah, you need Blinky for that. So you actually need to like.
And Blinky, you feel that. You feel the withering powers around it that the spell will break in an imminent future.
Everybody's very comfortable in here and stuff, and I'm just gonna take out the Shankland dagger. This is yours. Sorry for borrowing it and sliding it to darkness. And the
thank you.
shackles, I'm keeping those right now. Well, here's some gold. I don't care.
She's like,
And
Gold.
I don't know. I'm giving her like 2 platinum and sliding them over.
take it.
and everybody stands up and Opal go, right, let's go, people.
Yeah, we should get out before we get tossed out, because that's gonna hurt.
Hollows with me.
By the way, when you get out, can you, just for the fun of it, can you just loudly like yell out when you get out next to the bartender and say something like that was the greatest night of our lives? So I don't know, something fun, just to fuck with him.
Opal does this. The guns. Striker makes the sigh and walks away. And Gloom, still having the weird like smile and the nod. as
gonna
she
go.
walks away.
I'm gonna walk after her and give her the book. Here, Gloom. I think
What?
you'll enjoy this.
What
It's
book is
the
Firm
firm
grip.
grip.
She looks down and she looks at I have already read it.
Oh, of course. Still want it though?
She leans down. I enjoy page 56. She walks away.
I remember that.
She walks away.
Oh my god!
Come on,
Okay.
people.
Eventually, everybody goes towards the entrance, and you are shunned away out. And everybody is like parading their way out, going out,
Passing the elephant.
passing the elephant that is waving with nuts.
So confused.
The siren is waiting for the hollows to arrive. As the hollow arrives, he will. Everybody else will go out, and Siren looks at Rill. When the storm settles, we can talk again. In a
Whatever
more
you say, honey pumpkin.
honey pumpkin indeed. And he will go out.
I'm gonna lean down to Blinky. Why is there an elephant here?
To inspire you to get the hatred out of your bodies through the way of dirtying in the hay. Figured you could have done it here, did you?
Are you saying I should fornicate with an elephant?
No, with Siren, because you both hate each other, right? We'll get there later. We can fix this
I'll
later.
probably.
And the spell this.
Are we all outside the mansion?
You
Yes.
are not me and Rill.
Now everybody go out of the mansion and back.
So
into-
I didn't see the elephant.
No.
You saw the elephant
Yeah,
when it
you
passed
see
by
that.
it.
Yeah. Do
And
you want to do something with the elephant?
Why is it bald?
why is it bald?
Oh my
Oh yeah.
Why is it scaly and green too?
That's not the important
No,
part.
That's the point.
It's
Why
Why
is
is it bald?
What kind of elephant is this?
This is a normal elephant. It's not a mammoth. It's an elephant.
Yeah, but with green scales, or what did you say?
Yeah, but I don't think
Yeah.
Plork knows what a normal elephant looks like.
No,
so
no.
for him, it's just like bald.
Yeah, it's a
Blinky
bald
has
elephant.
guessed
It's a
because
green
it has
bald elephant.
because it has the long trunk, so she thinks of a snake. Therefore, she gave it
Oh.
green skin and scales because she has never seen
Oh,
one.
so Blork think if you shave a mammoth, it will be
Uh-huh.
green.
Uh-huh.
Scaly.
Probably.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is amazing. I love this.
Creating so many.
But all of you arrive outside of the mansion, and
Yelling
one by
at
one,
them,
everybody
"Catch me."
will leave. And as they are leaving, you can hear most of this codex go, "Oh, the best day of my life! Oh, and we had so much sex." As they leave.
I have so many questions.
But
Blinky's just
there's
laughing.
only the bartender when you go outside.
What does he look like?
He looks at first like, "What the fuck?" And then he just go and looks at, then sees you and goes like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. I'm gonna lean down to Blinky again. You know, if I ever gonna take this sort of hatred you talk about out of the cat,
Mhm.
I will stab that pussy very hard, and I don't think you want that.
Well, isn't that part of the whole deal, though? I've seen a lot of stabbings involved with the whole hanky-panky situation.
Sure.
Maybe that's part of the hatred part.
Oh yes, for sure. He will
He's survived stab
though.
wounds before, so he's probably gonna be fine.
I'm not sure his pride would survive.
So, Videl and Blork, you are going to go hunting.
Yes. If Blinky is going to turn down Jill
I don't know what I'm doing.
right now, if we're gonna have 1 hour before we continue,
About?
our journey,
Uh,
then I think me and Blork would go hunting.
Yeah.
But before we go, I'm gonna give Blinky my moss-killing flower that I have on my staff.
Okay.
Mhm.
You can give this to Jill. He might appreciate it.
Should I kill his unborn child?
No. I think you could give it as a gift. He shouldn't eat it. You shouldn't
Okay.
eat it. You might do something fun with it.
Something fun. Okay.
Fun.
Can mean a lot of things. Okay.
You.
Have fun hunting.
Where do you go out and hunt? Do you just go outside of this city? Just
Yeah. Outside.
Yeah, into the woods.
Yeah.
Into the woods.
There are small patches of woods here. You can go here.
Yeah, I guess we go to the right side there.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. As you are leaving away, the Blinky goes towards the golden hand. Rill, what would you do?
Well, look at all of them leaving me alone.
No.
Send her up to Divas.
Actually, is Divas visible somewhere?
No.
I'm gonna go to the bartender and like, so is the Baron in?
Probably. Well, it's still sleeping though.
I figured as much. It's a late sleeper.
Do you want me to go and look for him?
Do you think he's? How do you think his mood would be?
Peachy.
Are you pulling my leg?
Yes. Probably tired. I go up and look. And he will walk. As this is happening, Blinky, you will be the first one to arrive. As you arrive to the golden touch, as Videl and you pass them, they will go by you and go up towards the surface. You reach the golden touch, and you can see there is a close sign. Everything looks to be closed.
What would be the polite thing to do here? I'm just gonna knock first.
You knock, nothing happens. It takes a
Right.
long time, and then you probably try to knock again.
No. If he
No?
doesn't answer, it's like,
But I tried.
and then I'm gonna lockpick it.
Okay. You lockpick it, and you will try to do that, yeah. And you will match yourself to get in. As Blork and Videl, you traverse the streets, and you go towards the market. Do you pick up?
Is this an exit in the wall or is it just a tower?
It's just a tower. It's just a. Do you use your magic carpet?
Do
No, we
we
don't have
have-
it, right?
It's in my bag of
Yeah,
holding.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
exactly.
not.
Okay. So you will travel on foot, and it's very early in the morning. It is, well, not very early. It's 5, roughly.
Gullitar,
Yeah, Blork.
do you have a bow?
No.
Because you went to bed at 9, well, 8 or 9.
Yeah, this is the part that makes me confused because
Yeah.
we created the mansion at around 10 in the morning and it's supposed to be 24 hours.
Yes, so it's more close to 6 then.
It's raining
No,
cats, by
it's
the way.
10. It's
Yeah,
10.
I know it's raining cats.
It's
I
10.
would say around 9-10 would be the more reasonable, considering we talked to the hags, the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
codex got knocked out, and then 24 hours for them to be asleep
so
in the mansion.
10 o'clock. It will
Ish.
be.
It's raining cats.
No, I don't have a bow.
I meant spear. We need
No.
to get spears.
Okay.
We could make spears, but that takes a while.
Yeah, we could probably get some at the marketplace.
As you are entering into the marketplace, there are definitely spears that you can buy here.
What do you want to hunt?
I don't know. What do you want to hunt?
The biggest stuff, but I don't know what the biggest stuff in these woods are.
Shame no one asked me. I was from this area.
Yep.
You can ask the ones who sells the spear.
As you walk into one of the weapon collectors, there. You've seen an old, it's quite a middle-aged man, sitting there with small glasses. He has long hairs on the side, but he's bald in the middle. And he sits there with his like coat over his shoulders and go like, "Yes, well, hello there. Are you here to proclaim some weapons?"
We are going hunting.
Oh, indeed you are, indeed. So, what are you hunting?
What is there to hunt?
Well, there are numerous hunting. There's deer, there are badgers, there are boar. Well, most of the boars are delicacy around these parts.
Are there any bears?
No, not so much bears around the southern parts, you see. No, yeah, it's the most difficult. But I would say that you will try to get some boar at least.
Boar is good.
Yes, and it doesn't get boring. No. He stumbles around and he picks up this.
I just stare at him.
He takes up a little handkerchief and you. Yes. So, do you want to have weapons to kill a boar?
Yes, spears.
Well, we have good long spears. We have 2 short spears, and we have approximately 30 javelins, if you wish to. Yeah.
We take 2 long spears and 2 short.
Oh, perfectly. Here you go. There is 4 silver.
I give him.
I could pay for that, Blork. It's okay.
Okay.
You're always welcome back to my... Did you know that I have a blacksmith here around here?
No.
It's called the Broken Steel.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yes, it is.
I already have a cool hammer.
Oh, yes, you do, and I can fix the hammer for you with magical enchantments if you want to, of course, with me and my assistant.
No, thank you.
No, of course not. But if you have the way through, always go to the Broken Steel and you can ask for Mr. Storm.
Storm, you say? Okay.
Yes.
I am leaving.
Yes. As you all continue on.
Do you have to go, Danne?
Yes, I am wrapping it up. Blinky. You open up the door to the Golden Touch. As you are, like, that you are opening up, as you pick up the lock and you can open up the door. The interior is completely demolished. Most of the things, the potions, the tomes, the books, everything has been pushed down the shelves. And most of the door into the teleportation circle is open.
Yeah. Do I see Jill?
No.
Do I see blood?
Make an investigation check.
26.
There is no blood to be seen. The only thing that you can see there are scratch marks of like a chair or something that has been moved in towards the teleportation circle room.
Do I see anything in the teleportation room? No.
As you walk into the teleportation room and look into it, you can see there is a chair and somebody has been tied to the chair. And you can see there is nobody here, but you can see that the teleportation circle has been broken.
If I go through can I find anything that might be a sign to who could have been here?
How much did you roll investigation?
26.
I'm gonna use that because when you're going about and you go towards the share, you can see from this angle. When you looked in, you couldn't see it, but when you walk closer to it, you can see attached towards the share's left bottom side, there is actually some sort of like emblem that looks like somebody has tuggled around with it and breaking out this emblem. And you see a piece of like a dark red cloth attached to it, like somebody has teared it from a piece of cloth. And around it, I will describe this. This will be the last thing. You see it is a golden circle that is 5 millimeters, a golden circle like on the emblem. It looks like a ring, and inside of that particular ring, there are you recognize it because you're a spellcaster. You can see there are all of the spells and all of the schools of magic symbols that are inside of the circle. And you can see there is a text inside of where the ring is. There is numerous of texts that are. I'm gonna send it over here. It has this text on it. Multiple places on the ring. And you wouldn't recognize them. But the piece of cloth is a good material on it. It's very, very good material. Almost like it was made out of silk material.
I'm taking it.
And there we end today's episode. As we are leaving this mystery to next time. Thank you so much, my friends. And you guys at home for staying with us and being a part of this episode of Curse of the Black Mountain. Make sure to go into our YouTube channel to see any other of our previous episodes and how we get to this part of who is everybody here and whatnot. So you can go over there and check out. And yeah, it will be that. And until next time, I see you next time here on the stream, and I hope you stay safe. See you next Sunday.
Bye bye.